Yo, what up? I'm Taylor, and this is Rainbow Y Survival Guide. I'm Taylor Pace. I'm an LCSW, and I'll be your host for the mental health series of the Rainbow Y Survival Guide. I've been a practicing clinician for about 3 years or so. I've been in the mental health field since I was about 18 or 19 years old. I'm a queer affirming therapist. I've done a lot of advocacy in the queer space. Most notably, that I'm proud of is participation in The Lighting of the Rainbow Y with Brad Talbot and the A Long Way from Heaven documentary with David Sant and all associated. So I was raised LDS. I grew up in southern Utah and went on a mission, did EFY, all that jazz, temple worker. Was a pretty good Mormon boy. When I started to go to school to become a therapist, I didn't know at the time that you can kind of like pick the populations you'd be working with, but I kind of had this idea of like, I need to understand other people more. I just chose the queer population, and I had made a few friends for moving up here that were gay, and so I just began asking them questions. Asking what I call a lot of stupid questions, probably a lot of ignorant white boy questions. LeGrand, or Lolo is what he liked to be called. He was a dancer, and so he was my guy. I think he was Pacific Islander of some sort, and I probably should know that. Cut that out. But my dancing friend, LeGrand Lolo, he was the guy that I asked a lot of my dumb questions to over time. And then I think it was 2017 or 2018, the Encircle House first came out. And so I was one of the first round of volunteers there. That's where I was like, oh, perfect chance to like really get to understand this problem. And then it kind of just took off from there. I mean, I heard the stories of queer people. I believed them. I felt like they were f***ed up. Not the queer people, but like the stories they were telling me, that it was messed up that they had to deal with the things that they had to deal with. I got my bachelor's degree in social work. I did a research project. I wanted to create basically kind of like a directory of all related queer resources because there wasn't a whole lot of publicity or advertisement. People didn't know about available resources. People didn't know what was out there, what was safe to go see, what was reliable, what was Mormon adjacent, what was not Mormon adjacent, etc., etc., etc. Surprised there weren't very many. And so that was a project that's still going on, LGBTQ.UT. I guess the next big project was Color the Campus, the whole honor code thing. I went to those protests, participated in those things, helped organize where I could, which inevitably led to the Rainbow Y and Brad Talbot. Helped with all 3 of the Rainbow Ys. I still, to this day, remember very vividly the first Rainbow Y experience and just how incredible it was. That was really f***ing cool to be a part of. That led to the Rainbow Y documentary, A Long Way from Heaven. I got my master's degree at the University of Utah in social work as well. I was involved with the Out Foundation for a few years. I was their COO. I've been involved with Rainbow Collective. I've been involved with Cougar Pride. I've been involved with Color the Campus in all these different ways, meeting wonderful people, trying to help make BYU and Utah and the world just like a more safer and enjoyable place for queer people. And now we're here. I would say my main thing as being a queer affirming therapist, going from just like an undergrad student to now like a professional clinician, this prevailing theme showed up. The main weight or the main like density of the struggle of queer people living in Utah specifically is that there is a lot of forces and a lot of systems that are trying to make you live differently, trying to make you live according to not who you are authentically. There's a lot of gratification, there's a lot of accomplishment, there's a lot of fulfillment when a person goes from believing that narrative to believing their narrative. That's just when a lot of things unlock. Creativity unlocks, a sense of purpose unlocks, a feeling like they have direction, somewhere to go, a person to be, and that it's okay, and that they can explore. And that exploration doesn't come with like shame or fear or worry, but it comes with like excitement and eagerness. That's probably the points that make it matter to me. All right, friends, in the meantime, stay alive, stay safe, stay gay. Catch you later.